I'm Kal.
And I'm Stam, and this is the Kal and Stam Talk.
And I'm the voice of reason.
So last week we said we're going to talk about social norms and cultural norms, but we decided to talk about something a little bit more important, Kal.
Which is finances, egos, and materialisms.
Materialism, finances, ego, it affects everybody in some way, shape or form. So we thought it's important to just open up a conversation and talk honestly and freely about it. I don't think we talk about it. We hear people talking about it, but not honestly enough. So that's what we're here to do.
Obviously, these are three big players in our life. Some of them can be our best friends, some of them can be our enemies. And basically, these can change how we move in life, how we might judge others, or what we might even do from day to day.
So the question is, are these things controlling us, or are we controlling them?
All right, let's get into it.
So Kal, have you ever bought something for someone like to impress them and regretted it after?
Me being honest, yeah, I have. Have I bought something for them or have I bought it for me?
Either or.
No, there's been
probably more
times.
for you, just like maybe to make yourself look good or.
No, 100%. I've done it too many times. Yeah.
Examples, though. We need examples, bro. You can't skim over this one. We gotta get into it.
I remember I bought certain clothes.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm going out and I thought, let me buy that clothes to make them feel like I'm that guy, innit?
Yeah,
But truth is, I've bought it, and then you know, like when the direct debits start coming out and the money's lower. Do you get what I'm saying? The money's lower.
Yeah.
And it's like you go out, and this is the sad thing about it. I think I might have bought a top in that, and I thought it was sick.
Yeah.
You know, like I've pulled up to one of my brethren's house, and he ain't even really acknowledged it. I'm expecting them to be like, "Yo, where'd you get the top?" Do you get? I'm at people. You get what I'm saying? So that's been the time. There's been multiple times I've bought stuff, and I thought, like even, I think when I was growing up, when I got like my second car, like obviously, buying a car was the worst one, because I think it was like an A class at the time. Obviously, to some people that's small, to some people that's big. To me, it was big at the time for my age. Yeah. So I got it, and I thought, but people was rating it like that car's sick. And then, like I said again, I think a month came now. So it's all good and well. You're driving the car, you're cruising with your friends, window down, tints, listening to the latest music, and then the direct debit comes out. And it's like, it's like a slap in the face. Like, bro, this is new. Do you get what I'm saying?
Cool, yeah.
And then I'm thinking, I don't really think I like this car that much anymore. Do you get what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know what you do to impress. So impressing costs.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? You think you're the guy.
That was honest. That was honest.
Yeah,
100%.
You was honest. There's been a few times I got loads of stories, you know, like you just always, because remember, we're men, like we want to look the best, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? We want to be like, raw. Do you get what I'm saying? That's where you can fall into the trap where you start spending more than you've got. Do you get what I'm saying? So what would you say?
Living beyond your means.
Listen, I was living, I'll be honest, I've lived beyond my means way too many times, but I've been able to bounce back, luckily. But there's been times when, but I can't lie, it was a pot noodle thing.
Yeah, of course.
Do you get what I'm saying? It was cereal. I've had cereal for dinner. Do you get what I'm saying? Cereal for dinner.
I'm sure there's people that's had like nothing for dinner, so it's cool.
Yeah, but cereal, Weetabix. Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? But what about a time for you?
I remember one time, you know, when house parties was a thing. There was a house party on the manor, and then I've gone to the shop and bought some bottles, champagne. I thought, let me just get me. And I've gone in there, but no one cared. Like everyone just drank the drink. Get me? It's only like a small example, but to this day, I remember feeling stupid. I remember that feeling never left me. So I just remember feeling stupid, like. And who I was with, he clocked. He goes, right. He goes, Stam, you bought drink. No one cared. And he just kind of laughed at me because he clocked. So that was a time. I'm sure there's other times, but I think me buying things, it's never really been. My thing was more buying things was more for my own self-esteem. It wasn't for like ego. I've never tried to impress people kind of like that. It was more because I felt insignificant or I felt less than.
Yeah.
Like how I said in the last episode, I said, I used to look down on myself a lot.
Yeah.
So I buy all the bits and pieces.
Yeah.
And I still want to feel, maybe for a minute I feel like, I'm a man. But it was more for my self-esteem. Like,
would you say that was fake dopamine? Going back to other
probably is
episodes.
dopamine attached to it because it's like after a while the novelty wears off in it, and it's just
100%.
it's like onto the next thing. But it was more self-esteem in it. It just I just as a individual
felt good.
Didn't feel good about myself.
Okay.
In general, I just felt like low. I didn't think much of myself.
So would you say it was retail therapy then? Because you know people say, I'm feeling down, let me go buy some stuff.
But what you know what it is at that stage in life, the way I just viewed how you value yourself and value people, like us coming from maybe impoverished areas, I don't think we've got placed much value on us, so we ain't got much value on. Look at like that, look how much like there might be like higher maybe crime rates and murder rates. It's because there's no value on life. We don't value life as much, and we could get really deep into it. But I just noticed that there's people ain't got much value. That's why people will fight over respect, over their name, over you disrespecting them.
Yeah, okay.
Other classes won't even be bothered about certain disrespect, but in the lower classes, because we ain't got much value, we ain't got much.
And I want to ask you a question, Stam, because you mentioned that you didn't necessarily do it for other people, you done it for your self-esteem, yeah?
Yeah.
But would you not say that your self-esteem was connected to impressing or looking a certain type of way or feeling a certain type of way around people, so then it had a connection to other people?
But it kind of, you're right, but it's not an overt thing like, let me do this to impress them.
It's more for
sometimes don't get me wrong, sometimes there's a thing to fit in, like the social circles, and like you want to be one of the boys, you want to like fit in with certain people, but it's not, I don't think it's my thing, it wasn't like at the forefront, let me do this so I impressed them. It was more, how can I put it?
You weren't conscious of it.
I wasn't conscious of it, and nowadays, like at this stage in my life, it's more, I would rate somebody on their character, on like just the interaction with them, not the bits and pieces they got. But back then, that's how you judge and rate someone. I didn't really know about like character and things like that. It was more you rate someone on what they had. So if I'm rating someone on what they had, that's just how you've been taught.
Yeah, no, of course.
Do you get what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Can you be ambitious about money without becoming materialistic?
Yeah. Because your ambition, you might have just had your first child, and your ambition could be like to support your family. There might not have to be like a materialism attached to it. A loved one could need, I don't know, some type of medical assistance or financial help. So it could be other motivations. I think you can be ambitious without becoming 100%.
When you say that question on it, say like you said a loved one or healthcare or something like that.
Yeah.
I get that's ambitious, but that's just that for that short term being ambitious about money, because once would they go back to their normal life? I mean like ambitious throughout their whole life, just money, like they just chase money their whole life. Do you get what I'm saying?
So whatever your version of success is. Then.
Yeah. So.
Well, once upon a time, I think my drive was, it was probably a bit more materialistic, attached to materialism. And I think it was just a void, though. I had a void. I think it's just all rooted in not having. So materialistic, it's not that, man, it's not that I was materialistic, being materialistic sake. It's more of a thing that just not having and seeing people around me having. And that's the ambition itself, to have as much as your peers. So that's the ambition. That was the ambition at one point, not even just the money. The money will get you what you want. Do you get what I'm saying?
Do you think that was connected to materialism though, because it's based on what other people had? Because it wasn't. Was it a monetary thing?
No, it wasn't overtly materialism. It was more, again, not having. Just it's more about like worth. That's where value and worth was placed in having things, you know. And until you have it all, then lose it all, and then realize you're the same person with or without it, that's when you start placing value in other things. I think that's my answer. Yeah.
What about you, Kal? What do you reckon?
Just for the audience, see when we say materialism,
Yeah.
Would you like to just
materialism,
what it means,
materials in it, like cars, clothes.
Yeah. So that
yeah,
buying cars and that. Well, see with me. So the question is, can you be ambitious about money? And yeah, depending on what type of person you are and your circles. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, coming where we're from, usually when you get money, it's like you flaunt it within. You got the fast cars, you know what I'm saying, the jewelry and stuff like that. Whereas someone else from a different background, they'll just be humble and they might invest it in stocks and shares or whatever. Do you get what I'm saying? So I believe you can, without being materialistic, because not everyone. Remember where we come from, we look up to them things. We see like Rolexes and fast cars as success, innit? Like we said before, that's what we did see. Maybe not so much now because we're around different peers, but some people don't see that as a success. Some people might see having all that money in stocks and shares and their money growing as success. So I believe you can.
Yeah, I think you can. But let me just add though, those things. Now, those things are just a byproduct of success, and this word materialism. I think, you know what? Let me say, I think it's just been given a negative connotation. Let me admit, I'm materialistic. I like materials, and I'll say unapologetically, I am materialistic. And I don't find anything wrong with it. There is absolutely nothing wrong with liking nice things. I like nice things. I don't think there's anything
just
wrong with it.
One. I get that. No, 100%. If you like something, if you like nice clothes, designer clothes, but I'd always say if you can't buy it twice, don't do it. That's always for me.
Yeah,
that's your number. You might say,
my thing was 3 times. If you can't buy it 3 times, that's Some people say 5. Some have
depending on where it is.
I mean, listen, if it's 2, it's 2, innit? So
yeah,
depending on where it is. But yeah, if you like nice, because some people just like nice things, and some people like holidays.
But is there anything wrong with being materialistic?
No, there's nothing wrong with being.
Because there's a negative connotation to it, don't you think?
I think the negative
people
is
see it as being negative.
Where we come from. Do you get what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people, like we said. What the first question was: have you ever bought something for other people? And like I'm saying, I did it, and I was living beyond my means. When you live beyond your means, then it's like, there is a negative that comes from it. If you have the money, by all means, buy nice stuff.
Yeah.
But when you start, because think about it, if you live beyond your means and then you get into financial problems and then mental health problems can creep in. That's where.
But I'm just talking in general. Besides putting yourself in debt, besides having the money for it or not having it, just being materialistic. Because there's some people that actually don't care about materials. They may have money and they may not. Yeah. And there's people that care about materials and they may have money and they may not. Just being materialistic with or without.
Nothing negative. There's nothing negative about it. It's how you move with it. It's what you do with it. Because anything can be negative, you know.
You know what? I'm glad we've asked that question. We answered that question and put that out there, because I've never ever heard anyone say that online. Materialism is like not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
I've wanted to put that out there.
It's a good point actually. Yeah, it has got a negative connotation. It has, yeah. But I feel like everything has a negative and a positive side. It just depends on how much.
Yeah, like you said, you for example, before we move on from it, like you said, you like them stuff. Yeah. No one knows what you do. So if you buy, I don't know, a big chain tomorrow, people could be like, oh, he's wasting his money, he's buying materialistic things. But these times you could have all properties back home, so no one really knows. So that's the only reason why it's negative, because people don't actually know what people are investing their money in other stuff. They could have businesses, but just because it's you and where you come from,
some people look at it like in a way like, right, if I had that money, I wouldn't spend it on that. That, you know,
that's
what I mean?
Why they ain't got it.
That's the opinion side of things.
Yeah.
So everyone's entitled to their opinion, but at the end of the day, what you want to spend your money on.
Yeah, you work for it, so you can spend it what you like.
Yeah,
the whole no one's obligated to.
Not at all. The whole point of this, though, I would say, is if you're using it in a negative way, or you're consuming in a negative way, then the knock-on effects are catastrophic sometimes.
Yeah,
because it puts you under pressure, doesn't it?
For sure. Kal, what's the most overhyped status symbol right now?
When you say status symbol, what do you mean?
So status symbols are like byproducts of success. So like maybe designer watches, it could be a car,
could be a bust down.
Yeah, like a diamond encrusted watch, a bust down chain.
Labubus.
I remember that.
I would say, well, there's probably 2.
Certain accessories.
I would say designer clothes and certain jewelry and cars too, because we all know that cars is.
What's the most overrated though? Pick one.
Designer clothes.
Status symbol.
Yeah.
Designer clothes.
And why?
Because this is how I think of it, yeah. If I buy a designer clothes, yeah, and I take a picture in it, I'm not wearing it again.
Right.
Because, and especially if I've posted it, because I just feel like everyone's already seen me in it. I don't like to be seen in the same thing. I don't mind this or normal. That's why I wear white tees, because ain't no one knowing what white tee I was wearing. But you see, when you're wearing designing, you stand out. Like you might buy, I don't know, an LV top. It's like, are you gonna wear that again to the next rave? But are you?
It's all personal, bro. It's a matter of like.
Personally, I ain't gonna do it. So I think designer clothes. I feel that it's a waste of money, but that's just me, innit? I'm not really a big fan of it. I don't really feel that I need to wear that to be like feel a certain way. I'm comfortable within my skin and what I do.
Let me ask a question off the back of that, because I've definitely done that.
Yeah,
I've definitely thought, I don't want to wear the same thing again.
Yeah, cool.
I still have that
100%.
kind of mentality now, switch up my fits and whatnot.
Yeah.
But if you buy like a, I don't know, let's say a puffer jacket, whatever, for the winter. Winter's come in, you go and buy a nice designer puffer jacket. You're gonna wear that numerous times.
100%. I'm
So
definitely.
it all depends
that's
on,
a jacket.
but it's still a designer.
Yeah, I
item,
totally
innit?
get it. I would if it came to designer, it's defo shoes is what I'm wearing that I'll buy. Or the puffer jacket, because a puffer jacket you're gonna wear day in day. It's a jacket at the end of the day.
Everything's
But
the
it's
same.
I
man.
think with
It's a designer
what
item.
Kal's saying, I think anyone would be like that. I think it's a case of the frequency of when you wear something. If you bought an item and it's special, it don't even have to particularly be a designer. It could be a girl that's bought a really nice dress. She ain't gonna wear it frequently. You know what I mean? Like weekend after weekend, if they go out every weekend, you might want to wear it.
Girls'
give it a
dresses
little
are
rest.
cheap. That's why.
No, but it could be like a
could be from
not cheap. It could be a not cheap. They could have got a dress from Cuckoo. Cuckoo ain't cheap, you know, but it's not. I won't say Cuckoo is designer, but it's. I see all the baddies wearing Cuckoo. Do you get me? So they could have had a.
I get it, but it's like once you post on Instagram, I feel. I don't think I could post on Instagram with that same T-shirt again. I personally don't. The jacket.
Once upon a time,
there was no Instagram.
No, once upon a time, I would say the same thing as you. I post it once, but now I don't care. I'm me. Like man, what's the saying? Man make the money, money never make the man.
Yeah, maybe that's just.
If I'm wearing something, I'm making that thing special. Along with it, making me look nice or whatever. I truly believe that doesn't dictate. Me wearing it twice doesn't dictate who I am.
Yeah,
so
another one.
I can wear it multiple times. I actually don't care anymore.
The question is the cars as well.
Right.
Because my cars depreciate.
Yeah.
Rarely does someone really make money off a car.
Yeah, but let's go back to what the actual question was, because we're talking about
overrated.
We're talking about everyone. Not everybody needs a car, but if you buy a car, you're buying a car for a reason. You're getting a lot of use out of it.
Yeah.
What's overhyped? What's the most overhyped status symbol right now?
Yeah. Shall I answer that then?
In our culture, let's say in our
It's
community.
the bus stands and that though, the chains.
Nah, you know what? I would say it's the clothes, like you said, yeah. And the reason being, because anyone can kind of dress up how they want in any type of way, and that doesn't really reflect what class they're in. Or they can kind of fake it. That's I think with the clothes. And a lot of the time, we're talking status symbols, innit? So it's a symbol of what status you're at, yeah? A lot of the time, wealthy people might not dress in those type of flashy fake clothes. You get what I'm saying? So a wealthy person might not even...
No, but we're talking about, again, let's stick on the subject of what is the most overhyped status symbol.
But but I'm answering your question though. But hear me well, yeah. What I mean is the reason why I'm saying about a wealthy person or not, because the reason why the clothes are overrated, clothing is the overrated status symbol, is because it doesn't actually even indicate what status you have. Meaning like a wealthy person could wear something plain, or a poor person can wear something that's expensive, and it doesn't really, and that's why it's overrated.
Yeah, people can all rent clothes,
but that's why it's overrated. That's why it's overrated.
People can rent clothes. They can buy clothes, wear it out, and then take it back the next day.
For sure.
So yeah, it's true. You ain't. Yeah, I think it's that.
I wouldn't say the cars or the bus stands.
I
won't say they're overrated, but I say the clothes are overrated.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
so it's a good talking point.
Next question.
What solutions are we coming up with from these stuff though? Like,
what do you mean solutions?
We're talking about what's the most hyped and what's the most overrated, but
solution.
What type of message are we trying to put out there to our consumer and our viewer to not make them get sucked into this?
Live within your means, because you know what it is. All right, cool. Clothes come out in seasons, so that's only gonna be in season for what? I don't know how.
6 months.
6 months, and then what? It's old now.
I think
so.
Yeah, I think my message is like, you are who you are, with or without it. I once upon a time in my life, I didn't believe I didn't think I was shit without designers or whatever it may be, whatever accessory it is, car, watch, whatever, and then I had to lose it all to realize I'm still me, with or without that. I'm still me. So right now, as I stand, if I walk in a room, no matter what I wear, I'm me, and I get the same respect. No matter where I go, I get the same love and same respect. Yeah, people might compliment a car I'm in or what I'm wearing, but I'm me, and that's what I'd say to. That's the message I would say. You have to know you're you, with or without it. 100%. It doesn't make you; you make it.
Yeah, it's all about your personality and who you are as a character. Because think about it, if you're wearing these designer, because man are going out in designer to try and get girls, yeah? Then you need to sit down and reflect and think, well, if I wasn't wearing that, would that girl talk to me? So therefore, she's only with me for what I'm wearing.
Well, to a degree, there's nothing wrong with that, because it's like we're attracted to things. That's if you if you watch a documentary on animals, like birds and stuff, they attract. The male bird will attract the female bird.
The bear ain't wearing Stone Island.
No, but they do things to attract. Just the word.
But that's them as a person doing
it. When he's going on his but
what? You're missing my point, bro. You're missing my point.
But you got
clothes are attractive, innit?
Yeah, they're attractive. But
like,
what you need to understand.
You got a haircut. I got a haircut.
But
you get a haircut. You do yourself up so you look more attractive. Not even just to the opposite sex. Just in general. So you wear perfume, why? Because it smells nice, it's attractive. So it's not necessarily a bad thing if you're going to put on a designer, put on your best clothes to try and attract a girl. It's not actually a bad thing.
Then you've set the bar higher, because then obviously if that's what she's attracted to, then she's forever going to be attracted. And if you can't live within your means to be like,
maybe not though.
That's what I would think. If I'd think like, if I'm getting girls because because you're in designer, because you said like, obviously, if I'm in designer and she likes guys in designer and I'm living...
But that all just depends on the individual. There ain't nothing wrong with putting on your best clothes, going out, making your best impression. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it depends what you're going out for, I suppose.
It depends on the person who you attract. It doesn't depend on what you're wearing. Do you get me?
Yeah, so I guess so.
Because you could, like, there's people... Like, I'm sure I've seen you in designer clothes. Do you get what I'm saying? And let's just say the day I've seen you in designer, that's the day you met... If you had a girlfriend, that's the day you met your girlfriend. And then you telling me, could you met her in a designer t-shirt? You can't wear Nike around her, or you can't wear a plain t-shirt around her.
No, I get you. Yeah, maybe.
I think it's the message behind it. I get both of your points. Like it's not even an argument. It's a debate on whether you should do something or you shouldn't do something for other people. But
as I got older, I just like to be more plain, because then I just feel like you know, if someone always sees you in designer,
right?
You feel like like people just expect Stam wears designer all the time. They expect to see you in designer, then they see you in that today and they're thinking, yo,
that's a you thing, though.
Yeah, but that's just me. You just have to live up to. I feel that you have to live up to what you've.
But that's them. They're shallow, then, innit? If they see me and they think something different of me, then
maybe it's a me thing. But I just like to just be.
But you know what I will say, and this will bring us into because we talked about material and everything, yeah. I think wearing something nice is good for the ego, and ego is part of our topic. But you see, the ego, what I do want to see, it's not all a bad thing, you know, having the ego. That we've been given the ego for a reason. I don't think it's not completely bad.
No, not like I said, nothing's bad in moderation. It's when it's too much. It has to be a balanced thing. I feel
Okay.
a lot of things have to be balanced.
Yeah.
Good point, boys. Next questions.
Do you think money is the biggest driver of ego?
I think money is neutral. I don't think money is anything. It's just all the individual that has the money. I think if they have some type of problem with their ego, then the money will feed into that.
Yeah.
Like money in the hand of a shopaholic, they're gonna flipping just buy more shopping. Money in the hand of a flipping investment banker, he's gonna invest it. Yeah. Money is not the problem. Money is neutral. It's not good or bad. It just takes the form of whoever's hand it is in. So I don't think money is the problem. I think it's the,
wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose that's why it's good to read books like Psychology and Money and stuff like that.
Yeah, you've read that one?
Yeah, I've read it.
Is it good?
Today. Yes.
Yeah, I was listening to the e-book, like the start of it, but I didn't get too far into it.
So yeah, what's your views on that?
About
does money drive ego?
No, I don't think money does drive ego. Like you said, it just depends on the person and how they and what they're in and around, because everyone's different. Everyone's got different egos. Everyone's got different goals and stuff like that. So I don't think it is a.
You know what though, Kal? Let me come back though. Obviously, I've said that answer. I don't want to contradict myself, but at the same time, it does, because there's some people that have gotten money and then they turn into a person. They like talk down on people, and they think they're better than people. So it can. I think the answer is it can.
I feel that that's like anything. So that's like in the workplace. I've not in my workplace now.
Yeah.
But for example, someone might get a higher job than someone, and then they think that it's power, innit?
Yeah,
it's power.
True. So it might not be money. It's
power. For example, we could say
that's a good point,
people abuse their power. So it's just within the individual. I feel like.
Yeah, that's true.
Like we could, for example, we're all good people, and I can vouch for you as much as I can. But we could be right now. How many views we getting? I don't know. But imagine if it blew up and we're getting thousands of views. Yeah. We might look like we've changed towards people. It just depends on the individual. Hopefully, no one turns out like that.
Let me ask you this, randomly, You see, when this does blow up, and our status changes, what are you saying? You're getting brand new on people?
No, because my purpose. I'm gonna come with a bus down and I'm gonna have a car in the room.
Listen,
helicopter outside.
When this thing
but
takes off,
do you know what it is? Because I need to then think back to why did I start this? To help people, right?
Oh, to ground yourself. You say you're gonna need a bit of grounding now and again.
To help people. It was to help people, innit? So obviously, I remember when you're building something, you need to remember the people that was there from the start and that was the solid foundation. But some people forget where they come from. We've seen that all too many times. People forgetting where they've come from. So no, I would like to say I wouldn't let it get to me, because obviously my sole purpose is to help people. If I stop doing that, then it's like
then you've lost your why. You've lost your your reason why you're doing this.
I've lost my pathway and I've gone on a different pathway. So
good answer.
I'm here to help people.
Yeah.
This is why this is here. This is why we're all here, to help.
That's true. I think when this does blow up and the class changes, I don't know. I can't guarantee you I'll be the same person. I'll be real. I might change. Fuck it. I might change. I've said it. I'll be real. I might change. I've had enough of certain people, so I might just. Nah, joking. But who knows? You don't know until you're in the situation.
Yeah.
Who knows? So
just
we'll see.
remember,
Watch this space. We'll see.
All right, cool. So you're talking about back in the day, when you was younger, the pressures that you had, from like social circles and whatever else, and self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
Kal, obviously there's an age difference between you, not majorly, but would you say it's a similar type of pressure? Like when you got your car, when you done some of the things that you done, was it from your peers, or would you say social media had an impact on that?
So social media wasn't really around like that. We had MySpace and Pixo and Bebo, I think, them times there. But it was more the peers, and it was just looking up to people that was much older than me, because they were around me, and I wanted to be like that. Like we said, role models. So I feel like Yeah, it was just my peers. It was just trying to be like, in the group of us, just trying to be the best.
Alright, cool.
Competitive. You was competing.
Competing, but not in a hating way. It's like, one
healthy
thing I would
competition.
Say, yeah, because I feel like if I'm
other.
doing good, that will then, for example, if we're, then he's like, I want to do good. It weren't ever, right, Stam's doing better than me.
That's
I
healthy.
want his car to get crashed. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's,
so it's like, I've always been like that. I've never really hated on people. I'll be happy for them because I always go with timing.
Yeah.
My time will be my time. It might not be tomorrow. It might be not, but it will eventually come. We all have our timing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I like that.
So what do you? That's our where we come from. Innit?
Yeah.
Like, that's the background of peer pressure. It could be you going to school. Even nowadays, kids are gonna go to school, see something. They might have beat down shoes, or
like kickers.
They may get one pair of shoes per year.
Yeah.
I remember I didn't get loads of shoes every summer holidays or half term, whatever.
Hey, what shoes did you get though in school? Did you get Revels? I know you probably got Revels or Patrick Cox.
I never wore Revels.
Yeah, the Wallabies.
Either. Oh, okay. Yeah. I got Shoe Express boy.
Yeah,
and everyone had
what was I wearing?
Kickers.
I would have had the time with Kickers. Kickers were more primary school for me.
Yeah, Kickers was primary. Because remember, it kind of went round in like a cycle. Kickers was like, didn't come back until like, we had like Wallabies and all that.
Kickers would have been 90s for me. Like early
is it?
doors,
Kickers?
Yeah, Kickers was like.
Kickers all the way through.
Oh, is it? But then it by the time
my mum, man,
from primary, it was in primary school, but then when we got to like secondary school, it weren't really in fashion. No one was really wearing Kickers.
It may have stayed in primary school though, so the younger generation would have still adopted that.
No, I think it just went away and then come back round. You know, like fashion's like goes round in cycles, innit?
Yeah.
So I
went. I think I had Wallabies. I would have had whatever the trend was at the time.
Wallabies. Yeah.
I know I had Pradas at one point though. So
of course you did.
It's a bit of a mad one.
Hey.
Cold.
Yeah, do you think that that's all in the past, but nowadays, that current people watching this now, the pressure's what they're gonna be feeling. Like, do you feel like social media, makes people more insecure about 100%. What they have, what they don't have?
Of course, because you're exposed to more.
Yeah, can I quickly?
Yeah, go ahead.
So you know what it is? Yeah, with social media. See, back in the day, what you need to, or even now, there's always gonna be someone better than you, better than me, but we used to have to go out and see that person that was better than. We go to the rave, or we'll go, growing up as kids, we'll see the kid.
That's true.
Yeah. But nowadays, everything is easily accessible. So you can go on your Explore. For example, if I buy a Range Rover 2 litre something, I can then go on my Explore page and see someone with a Range Rover 3 litre something. It's just there. You just can just look at it and it's there. So social media, you're just you're exposed to everything now.
Yeah.
When you say better than that person may be better than you, mean the things that they have?
Yeah, not better than, but they could be better. They might be better than you at football. They might be able to do more kick-ups than you. It could be whatever you're comparing yourself to. They might have better hair than you if that's your thing. Do you get what I'm saying? So
whatever the comparison is, basically.
Exactly.
It's still the thief of joy, by the way, people. Still
the thief
of joy.
Yeah.
It is, you know.
It could be. Yeah. So comparing, and that can cause mental health. It can cause mental health, 100%. I think I've even suffered from that. Just comparing. I've said it before. Just comparing. That's why I got rid of certain things on my Instagram that are no longer. Not now. I don't care. I can look at it now. But when you're low and it's just another added extra.
Yeah, it reinforces whatever negative thing you're thinking and feeling at the time. It just reinforces that, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
The social media thing, it's just like what Kal said, the exposure. Before we didn't have as much exposure. Like, you know, like it might have been rare to see some type of supercar. You might have only seen like a certain car if you went up the West End on the weekend. Or
now you see it every other.
You see it it's like you're desensitized. And you know what? This might not be in relation to. This might not be in relation to social media, but I'll just make a little point that one of my friends' kids, their birthday was coming up, and the kid's birthday was maybe the 12th. Was it 12? How old was the kid gonna be? No, not 12. There was going to be about 15, yeah? And they asked for Balenciagas. And my pal was like, flipping hell, like Balenciagas are like, I don't know, there was like £600-700. But when I was 15, I could never imagine asking for something like £600-700. You get what I'm saying? So I think with social media and just how the way society's going now, it's like, everything's bigger and badder and more expensive and like more expectations and more
the kids' expectations are higher. They probably don't want what they used to want. The kids ain't kids no more. They want things that adults have got.
They're growing up too fast.
Yeah, they're growing up fast.
It's the
So I think I landed my point. Yeah.
No, right.
Yeah.
So you do feel like that has a knock-on effect then to like people going into financial debt, basically.
Of course.
It's easy to get in debt nowadays.
Cool. So I can't imagine what all the different types of kids want for Christmas now in this day and age. Before you might look on the TV advert, and then that kind of inspires or influences what the kid wants for Christmas, and maybe they look through the Argos catalogue or whatever. Nah.
They want Canada Goose and
they're looking. They're seeing all sorts online.
Argos is a weekend thing nowadays. That was a Christmas thing back in the day.
Yeah, bro.
Trust me.
So it's pressure. Why do you think people go into debt then for appearance? Like, what's the biggest cause for that?
That's a good question. That one I got to think about.
I feel like people get into debt because it's like you're trying to keep up with other people, and it's easy to borrow money. It's just an application. So you're trying to keep up, and you're just spending it, and it's feeding your ego, and you're not paying attention to what the debt that's building up. You're not paying attention to it because you're just your mind ain't all there. I feel that. So that's why I feel like people just get into debt easily.
I think that people get into debt partly because the people that maybe offer these consumer debts, they design it in a certain way to make it appealing. That's their job, innit? The banks, it's their job to they're essentially selling you money. So I think the way they maybe target and market these consumer debt credit cards, high interest credit cards, all this what's this thing called Klarna and them type of things. I think that's why people get into debt, partly because it's so easy, like you said, it's just an application, and there's a lot of pressure. From you open your eyes, there's adverts everywhere on your flipping phone, on billboards, on the TV. There's so much. So I
think everyone's just
pressure.
trying to be that man, trying to be that guy. I think everyone's just trying to be that guy nowadays.
No, I don't think everyone's trying to be that guy.
A lot of people are. I feel a lot of people are, especially the younger generation. I feel they are. Like, they're looking up to maybe these rappers or these drill artists and stuff like that. They want the designer and all that stuff.
Partly,
think about it. If you look at like a rapper and then you look at a normal working man, a rapper's got everything, got the girls, the cars, everything, all of the stuff, all the materialism stuff. And then a normal working person ain't really got that. They just look like they just go work and that's it. They don't look. You don't really see what they're doing, innit?
Yeah.
You see rappers going on holiday, this and that. Younger people. They're looking up to people. Remember, we used to look up to people, but it's different. It's on a different scale now. The money is different.
It's on steroids now.
Role models and influence.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's on a different level. The chains that you're seeing people with today,
it's on volts. It's on steroids.
Days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's that? Their chains are big. Like, what's that? Mr. T.
Mr. T.
Chains, you know what I'm saying? So it's different. There ain't much. Yeah, there is role models, but a lot of stuff we watch nowadays. What you said, but I don't think it's all that. As I said, I think not everyone.
Part of it, people go into debt. Who knows? You know what? Who knows? You know what? In the comments or the DMs, let us know why maybe you went into debt or why you think people go into debt.
People who go into debt for anything. A breakup can make you go into debt.
Yeah.
A divorce can make you go into debt. You lose your house.
That's a great point, you know.
You could lose your house.
Even going out raving, there's some people, I know some people that are maybe a part of like social circles or used to be part of social circles, and they were going out every weekend just to keep up, and they were like going into debt, like using their credit card just to keep up and be
using credit to fund their lifestyle.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But it weren't even a thing of like, I don't even think it's a thing of like, I don't think it was a thing of them actually consciously like let me go into debt to do this. I think they were just caught lost in the sauce. They're just lost in the sauce, and they just get carried away and get sucked in. Yeah. And then there's a point where you kind of have to take a step back.
There's unintentional debt. Like I said, the divorce. That's expensive. I haven't gone through one, but
Yeah.
you can only imagine how
You saying
expensive
you married,
that
Kal?
is. I'm gonna get married one day. Yeah, I will. Don't worry. Yeah. But that could be why you get into some things are unintentional. You might lose your job. You might lose your job and can't afford your house, and then everything just starts coming. Anything could happen, you know.
Yeah, man.
That's how you manage that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an important one. I think a breakup is one that people probably don't realize how much of an effect that has on you.
Of course.
Because you're dependent when you're in a unit and a situation with someone. You're dependent on another person.
Wow.
And whether you know it or not, there may be things that they take care of.
Yeah.
Financially. That you may not have had to take care of up to a certain point. And obviously the longer the duration of the relationship, the longer they're taking care of that, something that's hidden from you is a hidden cost.
Yeah.
And when it comes down to it and you're on your ones,
Could just be the water bill, and you
Yeah,
didn't
but you
even
know what,
something you take for granted.
bills even.
Now you gotta pay the flipping water because she's moved out or whatever. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's an important one, man. It's being aware of your finances and being on top of your finances. I think that's a big, important conversation to have. I don't think there's enough literature out there.
I don't
from
think
school.
schools don't even teach you about finance. I left school. I didn't know what a direct debit was. I didn't know what a direct debit was.
Yeah.
I think I knew about a bank account, but they didn't teach us nothing about credit or none of that stuff. Work and work experience. They didn't tell us about a pay slip. We didn't even know what that was.
Whose
And
duty
taxes, I see-
duty do you think that is to tell us though?
School, because we're there all the time. They know about it.
I think it should come from home.
Yeah, but what if your parents don't work? What if your mum can't afford to work because if she goes to work, she's gonna earn too much, then she can't afford to pay her rent.
Boy, that's another even conversation, I think. But just to answer E's question, where do I think that teaching should come from? I think it should come from home.
Yeah, but some parents don't have time.
Not even
Whether they should or shouldn't have
no,
time, this or that, I think
they
it
may
should
not
just
know
come from
though.
home.
They may
Yeah,
not,
think about it.
They may
Say-
not know not being taught that at home. So then it's where it stems from somewhere, and someone needs to step in.
I think there's a lot of stuff that they teach in schools that's unnecessary. We don't need to know. There's stuff that I learned in school that I ain't even thought about. I'm pretty
course.
sure if I go back and look in my old
But you know what I learned? But you know what I learned about school? School is predominantly or was designed to prepare you for work, to be part of the workforce.
Yeah, I get that. So then if it's prepared to be part of the workforce,
Exactly. Yeah.
prepared to be part of the workforce, then how can they not tell you about credit?
But I think, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, this is my own understanding of something I heard a long time ago. It's just literally to just, like school starts at a certain time, finishes at a certain time, you get that hour lunch break. I think school, to my understanding, was kind of designed to condition you for working. Getting up, going to work, coming home,
I think,
and then you have the weekend off.
I think they should teach them sort of things in school, so you know it from a young, early age.
I think they're doing like private schools because I know people that
parents can teach it. Don't get me wrong, parents should teach it, but schools, like I said, there's stuff that they teach that they don't need to be teaching.
Sticking on the subject of like the finances and financial literature though.
Yeah.
What advice can you give our viewers, each of you, like just to stay on top of their finances? Like
What
just
advice can I give?
A simple bit of advice.
You first, Kal.
Use a budget calculator. Use a budget calculator.
Use a budget calculator.
Huh?
Do you use a budget
No,
calculator?
that's why I got debt. That's why I ended up getting debt. But I'm just telling people from my mistake. So, like I said with the car, live within your means.
Yeah.
Just live within your means. A lot of people don't care about what you've got or what you're wearing. They more care if you ain't got. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, no, I would say just, man, make sure you don't waste your money on any unnecessary things, and try and save. Even if you're saving a little bit, try and save it, put it in stocks and shares, all them sort of things there, or a savings account, and do your research, because same way people are researching these restaurants on TikTok or these holidays or stuff like that, you can find the same things on TikTok. You can even ask ChatGPT. Trust me. So sometimes you need to do research into other stuff. It's all good in that. Think about it. Everything's accessible now. It's not how it used to be where you have to go library and start reading books and find stuff. The internet you can use it for positive stuff and negative stuff. So
self-teaching.
Yeah, so you need to take time and teach yourself. Not everyone's going to teach you. You need to be able to teach yourself. Read books. Like, yeah, just research. There's a lot of people online that be giving out all these lessons and you don't need to pay. You know, these, Jeremy, I can... No, not them people. I'm talking about the people that are
you probably could
teaching
read a
you
good
proper
book or
stuff.
Innit?
Even
You know
the
what's a
book,
good book? That Rich Dad Poor Dad. That was a good book. That's my advice, to read that book. Rich Dad Poor
That
Dad.
was my book from last week. Didn't get to talk about that.
Didn't you?
Yeah, but
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. So in regards to that, you just need to take time and just learn about
Can
things.
I say something quickly?
Yeah.
You know, you just said, do some research and whatever else. Like, as much as harmless as that is, there's a lot of pressure and burdens that comes with financial debt,
Yeah.
And if someone's under the pressure or they're depressed or they feel like they've got nowhere to go, or their first thought isn't going to be, let me do some research.
Yeah, well,
how can I get this money to
when
get myself out of this position?
When I got in debt before, there's like helplines that you can speak to. I don't know what they are specifically, but
What, like the Samaritans?
I don't
Or
know
there's
if
ones
it's
like
called
Samaritans.
but there's people out there that you can speak to. I know there's something called breathing space or something like that. So there's actually people out there that their job is to actually give you advice on money problems. Don't feel embarrassed and think, if you need the help, take the help.
Yeah.
Because if you don't take the help...
You can get free debt advice from the government.
Exactly.
There's a number you can call, 0808 808 4000. And they're open Monday.
And what's that one called?
They're open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. And they're open on Saturday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
So
What's that one called? And what's the website for that as well?
It's
Tell them.
gov.uk/debt.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So maybe if you ain't got research, just give them a call, because if you need the help, take the help. Literally, you take the help.
Stan, what's your advice?
That was my advice. Maybe read the Rich Dad Poor Dad book. And also, I'll just reiterate what I said. Like, money is neutral. It's not good or bad. It just takes the form of whose hand it is. So you just got to kind of check yourself, innit? If you're not doing well with money, then it's all in here. It's something up here ain't right. It's not because a lot of the time it can be, people think, if I earn more or whatever, but you earn more and then your habits just get bigger. And do you get what I'm saying? Another good book is The Richest Man in Babylon. In that book, there was one place called Babylon, and this guy, he was good with money. He called a meeting, he called all like the tradesmen, all of that working class, and he started teaching them about finance. And he was like, "There's people in this room that earn more than some like other people, but you're all basically in the same boat. How can there be people in here that earn more and earn less, but you're in the same boat? It's how you're managing your money." And he just taught them to like pay. You pay yourself first when you get paid. Pay yourself at least 10%, and then you pay all your other bills and everything. But yeah, Richest Man in Babylon is a good book.
A lot of stuff, things about ego, materialism. That's our opinion. If you've got anything to say about it, you can message us. Also, anyone that's in debt, we did put the number there for you. So if you feel that you need help, just call that number, or you can Google and find other people to help you.
Thanks for listening. That was the Kal and Stam Talks. Today we talked about finances, ego and materialism. Next week we'll be talking about self-worth. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Send this to your loved ones, your friends. Repost us on Instagram. Let's run this one up.
That's a wrap.
Big up. Time flies when you're having fun.
That's it. I don't wanna